Hey, it's Karen here, and in this video, we're going to talk about setting up your online course inside Kajabi. And in this specific video, we are going to be doing the front end, meaning this is the area that your students are going to see. If you want to see the video on the back end of Kajabi course setup, I'll link it here and I'll link it in the comments below. I have this great quick download that's going to help you with a checklist to get all your assets ready and everything in a row so that you can take advantage of your 30-day trial or 14-day trial, whatever your course platform gives you. And you can get students in your academy or your online course before your first payment even goes through. Wouldn't that be cool? Let's just get into it, shall we? Okay, so here we are, just going to do a quick review of the back end of your course inside Kajabi. And so this is what it looks like, where you add everything. And before you start customizing the front end, you should have everything loaded. So you have all your modules and you have all of your lessons. So now we're going to have a look at what it looks like. So I want to show you something here. Okay, so this is the student view. If you click on the little eyeball here, you're going to see what they see. So right off the bat, you'll see, okay, they have a menu, and you might be thinking, I don't want them to have a menu in the course. I'm going to show you how to take that out. You can have the start course. Now, you'll also notice here, look at this. There's no picture there. Oh no, I have to add the picture there. Okay, so it allows you to see what needs to be changed. Now, if you click on these icons, they're going to go to Kajabi, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, not yours. And obviously, this is not copyright Kajabi, it's your course. So I'm going to show you how to change that. This is actually my menu here. So I like to have this on the footer of all of my things because it has the terms and the privacy. And this is my affiliate link to try 30 days of Kajabi for free. So I always like to have that on the bottom there so that my students know that if they want to build a course, they have full access to me and the affiliate link there. Okay, so getting back on track here. So in order to get back, you just go back to the other open bar and you can see, uh-oh, I have no picture there. So you just go back in and you load what you're missing and it will populate, it'll self-populate. Or maybe you say, uh-oh, I don't want to publish that lesson yet, and you stick it back to draft and then go ahead and put it back in. It's no longer there. So you just have the module with your catchy title. Now, if you click into here, you're going to be able to see the lesson that's loaded. So this is what the video looks like. The download is on the side. So this is not the download for this course, but I just wanted you to be able to see that you just put it in and it will show up there for you. So if you have the audio, it would show up there and you can interchange them. So if you wanted the audio to be on top and you can control how they're displayed. And you'll see the lorem ipsum is there. And this will be your text. I just put in awesome text, but your whole lesson will be laid out underneath here that you have pasted in. Okay, without further ado, we are going to customize this. This is my favorite part. So just click on customize. Now what happens is what you saw there, what we just previewed, is the premiere, that it's always defaulted to the premiere. But there are different templates. Hey, so all you have to do is click on install template. And of course, you can use your own template if you want to, or you can choose one of these. Now, since my website redesign is in the specific creative template, you would have seen on one of my previous videos where I was talking about the changes in Kajabi, how they've made the website templates, sales pages, and all of that. They're all streamlined so you can have everything look similar. So just because we're going to do that, we're going to just install this different template. So another popular one is momentum. If you're just unsure of what you want or you want something basic, the momentum template show you right here. This is a favorite one. This one is used by many, many, many people, but you don't always have to do what everybody does, right? It's all about what is great for you and your brand. Okay, so now the next thing you'll need to do is activate this template so that it's the one that you're specifically working on, and then go in and customize. So you could also, like, if you're like, oh, I want to redesign all of my courses afterwards, you can do them in the back end before you publish them, before you activate them. Okay. So the first things first is you're going to want to go through the things that are branded. So this is also, where the branding is for your colors and whatnot. And so since I kept the pink in my colors, it goes well. So I'm going to keep that there. But I also want to make sure that I have the right Favicon. So I'm going to upload a new file and choose this file. You can adjust it so that it fits nice. Hey, a lot of course creators forget that one. Now the Favicon, if you can see, it's this little circle here, up here, if you can see where my cursor is. And if you don't change it, it's just going to default to the Kajabi one. And so someone hasn't changed their Favicon or doesn't know that settings if you see that as their Favicon. That's the Kajabi one. Okay, so we're going to save that. The next thing that we want to do is go back to the typography. So you want to choose the font that you use on your website. And for me, I use the same. I don't have different fonts very much. I mean, sometimes I have a different font. You can also change the colors and it'll automatically populate there. You can change your logo, so you can either have it type it in or have the image. They have the image selected there. And you can have your logo either go to the product home or your actual website home if you have the website. You'll see that they have the dot on the product home. That's because that's a best practice. When you have someone in your course, the best practice is to have the least amount of distractions that are going to distract them away from what it is that you are teaching. So I am also going to change this to the text because I don't have a photo to go in here, a photo logo to go in here. So I'm just going to remove that all and just leave it like that because we have the title here, Morning Routine for Creatives. Now you could, do something like this, MRC, Morning Routine for Creatives. That could become a text logo. So don't overthink it. Just fill in the spots. Okay, so the next part is the color theme. So if you're good with the color theme there, you leave it. Otherwise, all you need to do is click on it and you can just copy and paste in your colors, your brand colors, if you have the numbers for them, or you can choose what's closer to your specific brand colors, or if you just want black and white, this is where you choose them offset, right? So it's all good. Okay. The next part is the message colors. I just leave those alone. And the general appearance, you can put a background image behind here if you like. Again, it's not a recommendation that I do, but you can change the background color as well if you want. If the black is off brand and you want to say have it white, or you could just have a look at what that looks like. And then it completely changes the look of it. But then if you wanted to change the header, you would have to change that up there. So you can always go back and change it back to black. Again, don't fuss around too much. You'll notice too is they default to bringing back the outlines for it. So that's cool. Now on this one here, it has a selected menu on the header. This is a specific menu that just has to do with the course. So I would definitely recommend having that menu up there if you like. If you don't want the menu up there, you just go like that. Or if you do want a different menu up there, you choose from the menus that you would have already made. So a good one would be Work With Me. If you have some different links, if you want people to have consultations with you or go deeper, especially with when you're making a smaller course, you always want to have a way that people can work deeper with you. That's a really good practice to have too. Okay, so now that you have the branding done, now it's time to go into the sections. You'll see down here on the left-hand side, there's different sections to think about. So you'll have the search bar, product, post, comment, categories, and announcements. So we're going to start with the product. And the first thing that you want to do is go in here and you can decide if you don't even want this in here at all, you just take it all out, right? You can say, you know what, I don't want to worry about that right now. I'm going to take it out and not worry about it. Or you can go ahead and select your image. If I select a recent file here, so it's super duper easy. You can adjust it, always adjust it to the headshot. And of course, you can take the bio completely out if you have nothing written yet. And then I'm going to show that headshot. And obviously, my name is not Max. Okay, so there's that. Then you want to come down here, and this is in the footer. So you can show your copyright. I always recommend showing the copyright. So in this case, it's just my name. It's your content. You can use your business or your name. You can show the logo or not. So you'll see that this is picking up a Kajabi logo. So you don't need to have the logo. As far as the terms and privacy, I already mentioned on that. I like to have this there. You don't need to, but again, it gives you the option to show the menu or not, to choose which menu you want to choose. And as far as social icons, I always take them off because again, unless you have a specific call to action that you want people to go and like comment on your last Instagram post, which you should actually set that up as a separate thing in your course if you want that specificity. Otherwise, you're really distracting from the content. In this day and age, we have so many things that are tugging on our time and on our attention. The last thing you want is your students straying and going and doing things they shouldn't be doing when they're, they've put away a slice of time to spend with you in your course, and you want to deliver them atmosphere that has no distractions. Okay, so now that you have done the product, you can just go down to search. This allows you to see what it's going to look like in your search bar. So basically, people can type this in and they can find things in the course. If your course is really big, especially that has, that they need to find. They got breadcrumbs, all of this. This is a great function to have. But as you can see, there's nothing there. Oops, I bumped myself out. Okay. So you've done product, you've done search. Now post. A lot of people miss this one too. This is where you'll notice, look at this. The instructor, it needs to be changed over here too. So just to keep that in mind, make sure you go through that. And again, you're just going to change it just the way we did the last time. I really wish they would populate it all the way over. It's just not something they do. It's something that you do need to manually do. Now there's a comment. You don't have any comments to preview, but there's nothing on that page. Category. The instructor will populate over here, but I always check it, just to make sure. You can change all of these pages. Categories. So this tells you what the modules are. You see, they still have the old language there. Categories means modules. So that's something that they haven't fixed that yet, which is interesting. I would assume they will. Now, announcements. Maybe you want people to make a 30-minute call with you when they enroll. The announcement would go there and you would put a link to your calendar or something to schedule an appointment with you. So you can use this top announcement as something completely different than the announcements that are emails. So if you want something like a bonus to be up there, that's a really great place to be there. Or if you don't want it to show, you just take it off. And then if you don't want it to show and you take it off, then you can put it on and it gets noticed when you want to promote something different throughout the courses. Okay, so that's about it. This is really fun to play around with. Remember, don't overthink it. And if you have everything ready, you can get this done. You just need to set aside the time to do it and the space, and it's very user friendly. So there you have it. You have your front end. It's ready for your students to come in. If you haven't loaded or if you've noticed things that you need to go back into your back end and fix, and you need a little helper, there's this video that I did all about the back end, filling in all of your course contents. And I will see you definitely in the next video. We're going to talk about setting up your checkout page, and make sure that you grab that online course, the Pocket Course GPS, so that you can make sure that you have everything that you need for a successful course that people really want to buy and people are actually go through and complete, and that you have all of your assets ready so that when it's time to load it up, you're not scrambling or looking anywhere. It's also really helpful for you to gain these assets if you want to outsource some of this stuff to a trusted assistant that helps you virtually. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you would like me to cover about online courses. Thanks. I'll see you next time.